Hey guys, I actually forgot to start videoing. But anyways, I'll catch you up to speed what I'm doing today. I am in the bee yard for just a little while, and it's right after Thanksgiving. I'm kind of trying to get it all done. I came out. Let me go ahead and turn this around real quick. Let me widen my angle here. I came out and I checked my hives, and I went over here. I came to this one and I lifted it up, took the brick off, lifted it up. It looked like it was pretty good shape, so I took the bucket that was off of it, and I checked all these. I went around and checked them all, and I noticed this one here, this one, and this one over here was pretty light, and the small one was still light, and so the others were fine. So what I did is I went and mixed up some sugar water. Since it is colder and we are fixing to go into December, I went ahead and did 2 to 1 again. I feel like they're kind of light for what I want them to be, because I still feel like we're going to be having some pretty strong snowstorms here soon, and they're pretty light, especially that one. That one is super light, so I went ahead and made sure that one was pretty. What in the world's going on? Oh, the water's coming out. So we'll see how that turns out. Don't know how that's going to happen, but I put a bucket feeder in there, guys, and I think they're trying to close it off or do something. They can't get in, so I think the bucket feeder's in here. 1 second. Let's find out. Yeah, I don't know if it's leaking or it's leaking a little bit, but it shouldn't leak for very long. I'm probably going to leave it as is for now. I don't think it's going to leak very long. I think it's got to create that suction up here in this bucket for it to actually stay. So I think it's fine for now. Let me put that back real quick. So I think it's going to be fine. I think it's just creating that suction. We'll see. I'll have to come back out here late and at another time and check it still. And so, but that one was getting pretty low, and so I had to put some on it. And then these others were kind of low, so I figured I'll just go ahead and put some on it too. I made up a bit of sugar water, and I put it on here, and I put 2 on that and 1 on here. And so actually I just finished this one. That's why the brick's off of it. I just finished this one. Let me go ahead and take this off here. I put 2 pints of sugar, 2 quarts of sugar water on it, and so they're taking it pretty good. It seems like the water's kind of warm right now. It is 40 something degrees, but I'm hoping that they'll take it. If they don't take it, they'll take it when it's a little warmer. I don't know. There's a couple more days of warm weather coming through that I'm hoping will allow them to be able to take whatever. I don't know. We'll see. So, but I'm gonna put this back over here. 1 second, guys. Let me flip this around. Put this back over here. Make sure that my can't really put it right there. That'll work. Okay. Make sure it's all level. You know, guys, if I could, I probably would do all pint jars. It's just not efficient enough to be able to do multiple hives for long periods of time with just quart jars. And so I have to do something else. And so I'm not going to really worry about it. I've always came out here And I've always worried, you know, I don't want to lose a hive. I don't want to lose a hive. But guys, it's inevitable. You're going to lose one. It doesn't matter what you do. They're living things, and you're going to lose one eventually. Matter of fact, this is my second year, and I've lost probably 5 or 6 hives so far. Some because of it just didn't work out, and others just because they just, one of them, it came out of a tree, and it didn't survive just because it was just a shock to the transport, and it was just, I believe it was just a shock to the transport, and they just instantly died. It was, they didn't even try to survive. But the others that didn't survive was either queenless, or the queen died on flight. So I tried to do tried to introduce a couple new queens. It didn't work. And so just things like that's happened throughout my 2 years. So, and my first year was, it was pretty interesting. So I had a couple splits that I didn't think I was going to have to make. And when I say splits, I mean, I had to take a hive and cut it in half and then put it in another box. And it was just an ordeal that first year it was fast learning, let's put it that way. But no, I think so far what I've done is I've fed most of these. If you can see, let's see here. If you can see, this one here is being fed with quart jars. The ones that's got 3 on it are being fed. This one over here is actually a single, so that's actually being fed. It's a single box. This over here is a double box. You can't really tell from the outside. You just got to know. So, but no, that's what I've been doing. I've been feeding, and I actually just got done, and I'm like, you know what? I probably should have did a YouTube video on this, but I wasn't thinking. I'm still getting used to this YouTubing, guys. This is like, what, my 5th video ever, and it's partially not even hardly on beekeeping as much. But let me go ahead and turn this around. As record. So this one here, this one didn't need it. I checked it. It's got a little bit of the feed left, so I'm not going to really worry about that one. It's pretty heavy. It's not ridiculously heavy, but I think it's good enough. This one right here, my friends, that one right there is definitely heavy. So it should be good to go. I put a bucket on it a while back. This one's lighter. That one's lighter, so I put buckets on those. That's why it's got a 3rd one on it. And this one was lighter. It still is a little bit, but it's not as light. So I went ahead and put a couple quarts on it. This one was super light, so I went ahead and did that too. And so this one was super light. Went ahead and put another bucket on that. That's got a quart jar on it. This one didn't need it as much. This one's actually been pretty well. I'm not exact. Like I said, guys, I have not looked in these hives for, I don't know, probably a good, oh man, 2 months, probably 2-3 months. I haven't looked into these hives. I pretty much just fed them and let them be, because it's winter and it's, you know. But so I don't know if they're queenless. I don't know if they've got a queen. If they don't have a queen, I have no idea. And so I'm just kind of going with it. And but anyways, this got a quart jar on it. This one's got bucket. We're back to that same one. And I'll probably go out to my other yard. I only got 2 out there in my other yard. I'll probably go out to my other yard and put a quart jar on it, because I checked it already, and it needs 1 quart jar in 1 hive, and the other one's fine. So, but anyways, that is what I'm currently doing, guys. Feeding and getting them ready for this cold winter. Right now, it's not that cold. We just had Thanksgiving. It's not that cold, and yeah, it's not tremendously cold, but I know it's coming. So I'm trying to get them ready, and I'm just gonna have to accept the losses when they come. I don't know. I'm kind of curious. I'm hoping that stops. We'll see. They're trying to do something with it right now. Just that suction. I believe it's that suction on that box, that bucket. So we'll see. Matter of fact, I want to look into it one more time and see if that line is the same as when I seen it previously. One second, guys. Yeah, it's the same. I think it's just creating that suction. Just creating that suction. All right, guys.